Hey, Kevin. Hi, Feline. Wow, people are breaking the door down. Hi, Mike. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I At one time I did have a sombrero. This is the closest thing I have now. I got it in Mexico. I brought it back and threw it away. So this is in honor of Cinco de Mayo, a a dupe for a sombrero. Did you have Mexican food today? No, I'm not. Ah! My camera just fell off. It looks like a sombrero. A little bit. It's like tacos yesterday. I had a burrito bowl, I guess we would call it, like a burrito without the wrap. It was good. I liked it. I have to see why this is not chart. My laptop isn't charging. Hang on. Where are you? Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm back. I'm here. Ah, by mistake. Sometimes. Depends. Depends for what. Hi, Alice. I bought I bought some spicy pepper seeds to plant. I'm I said this year I'm not going to have a vegetable garden. Well, guess what? I just bought a whole a whole bunch of stuff for the garden. What I did make sure to get was the Italian parsley for the swallowtail butterflies. So this is very weird. So let me take this off. I don't look good. I didn't have much time to prepare because I had a drain problem in the bathroom. So I had to empty out everything underneath and fix the drain pipe. So I was at Home Depot and I didn't have time to I put on a little bit of makeup and that's it. It's draining, it's holding together, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Mike, thank you. But yeah, this old house with the plumbing, and how come I look weird? Do I look weird now? Oh, looking weird. Looking like shiny weird. Oh, you know why? That's why. Hi, Nana. She's good. This move for her, I believe, was a blessing in disguise because if she had gone into the facility that was 20 minutes away, I would always feel like I should be there. I should, like how she was when she was over here. I should visit her. And with her, it's like normal how you should live with, put distance, because there are a lot of emotions behind this whole thing. I mean, I'm trying to clean the house out and having emotional breakdowns over her bed frame. I mean, it's like it's ridiculous. So yeah, she's doing really is fantastic. It's it's beautiful. Everybody, the staff there is so nice. They're very, very good to her, and that's what matters. So they have a lot of outdoor gardens and courtyards and things, and they take them outside. I mean, it's really a nice place. So and the billing was finally straightened out and resolved. So that is a tremendous weight off my chest. Um, so everything is good. Thanks, Feline. So how are you guys? Today was actually very nice outside. I kind of wanted to do stuff outside, and she's 94, Mike. Yep, 94 years old. But the neighbor across the street is 95, and she's got all her marbles. Hey, Jane Sandra, what's up? Happy Cinco de Mayo. Are you drinking? What do you drink on Cinco de Mayo? Hi, Moonchild. Happy to see you too. So, yeah, I got the parsley, but I got a bunch of seeds, and I planted the 2 dwarf butterfly bushes that I bought at the end of the season last year, and 2 rose bushes in the back. I kept them in the pots all winter because I didn't know where to put them until everything died off. So, hi, Margot. It's good to see you too. You drink tequila on. Okay, I could see that. So, I did that. The um, landscaping guys are going to come tomorrow and clean the yard up and put the mulch down and everything. So, oh, I'm so sorry, Moonchild. It is difficult. Hi, Betty. It's good to see you. Um, I never thought that I would have these weird emotions. And I don't know if it would be easier if she was deceased, if it would be easier to get rid of things. I don't know. I had this set of 4 canisters, the flour, sugar, coffee, tea, I think it was, that she got for her bridal shower. They're hideous. And several years ago, when I cleaned the kitchen out, I told her I was going to throw them away because they were hideous. And she had a fit. She had a fit over those they're hideous. And I want to get rid of them. Well, I did get rid of them. But it was just weird because they're so old. And do I keep them because they're old? I mean, I got rid of them. I didn't keep them, but that's what I have actually been reading things online about. Hey, just me. Nice to see you. Reading things online about, downsizing your parents or cleaning out their house and how to get over the emotional stuff. I don't think so, Alice. The only thing that was on them was there was I think a sticker, or I don't even know if they had stickers back then, but whoever made it, and on the bottom it said "Made in USA." And for that alone, had they been a little bit not so hideous, but they were bad. They were really bad. Nobody wants the stuff, Betty. I to my friend, um, we turned into a disposable society. Back then, they passed things down. They don't do that anymore. Um, nothing is really worth anything. Something is only worth as much as somebody's going to pay for it. So, well, Alice, I know what you want. So I just haven't gotten in there yet because I had a visitor a couple weeks ago. Stuart Little came to visit. Yep. Stuart Little visited me. And it was not good. Not good at all. So he's not here anymore. And doesn't appear to be any Stuart Littles. So yeah. So in addition to the bathroom sink not draining, or draining, well, draining, but not where it's supposed to drain, and Stuart Little partying in the house, Arizona chilling. Take a break from YouTube. Aw, thanks, just me. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad. Yeah, so all the stuff is out of the cabinet. It's like I'm living in a perpetual garage sale. But now I have to put all the stuff away. Ugh. The channel was created to really? I thought you had just me before. I thought that was your name before. Linda F. I planted sunflower seeds. I did. I planted a couple of that big giant one from last year. I took the seeds out of it and I planted a few. So we'll see if we get another one. But the lilies are all coming up. The alum, which or the onions or the chives, I think they're giant chives, and they have that domed purple flower that are beautiful. Those are coming up. The daffodils and the tulips are pretty much spent. And it was really warm warmer that it was 65 or something today, and it's supposed to be really nice all weekend. So things will really start to open up now, and there's starting to be pollen on everything. You're still trying to wake up. You were taking a nap. Yeah, Betty, people just don't, you know, our generation and younger, they don't, I think people are getting more minimalistic. Your weeds are doing good. Yeah, I have weeds too. I have to rip those things out. Well, the landscaping guys will help with that. And I asked them to edge it back a little bit on the garden sides. What was I talking about? The flowers and the peonies and the crepe myrtle in the middle and the big butterfly bushes, and then roses in the back. Oh, you deleted the channel. Okay. Oh, okay. I love that picture. Love it. You're so pretty. Well, the Moonchild, I split the lilies up last year and planted them around. Well, now they've multiplied, so there are going to be lilies everywhere, everywhere. And I almost accomplished my goal of having flowering perennials in the front from spring until the first freeze. What's coming up out there too is I have to think columbine. And I think I grew that from seed. I think that was just some eh, thing I had and I threw it in there and it grew. Aw, you look great, just me. No, people don't collect things anymore. I mean, do you remember people used to collect, they had little stores for those little, what, ceramic things or whatever they were? Uh, and people had hutches that they would keep them in specifically for that. That I knew somebody actually that collected, oh gosh, glass. What is it called? They made all kinds of stuff. Little teeny animals and then big things. And um, the precious moments were the ceramic things. Yeah, worthless. Exactly. And the other thing, I know what it is, and I can't think of it. It's glass. I bet you somebody's texting me to tell me what it is. No, not Hummels. I actually think Hummels you can still get money for. It's glass, not Murano. They made it really, really pretty. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. It, the glass, and it wasn't blown glass. It was solid glass, really beautiful figures, and I'm gonna have to look it up. It's gonna drive me crazy. Antique dolls. The truth is that the more crap that you save, the more crap your kids are going to have to clean out of your house. That's the truth because I mean, I don't want this stuff. So, yeah. I don't know, Mike. I used to see it a lot. Like I remember when those Pandora bracelets came out, they were making Murano glass. I mean, I have several of them. They're beautiful. No, it's not Fenton. Um, for Christ's sakes. I can see them in my head. And I knew somebody that resold them on eBay, and he had a wall-to-wall glass shelves and had everything displayed on mirrors. I mean, the stuff was beautiful, but he spent, I don't know how much money on these things, and he used to sell them on eBay. And I was like, how much can you possibly make on them? If you're shipping anything that's big, the weight of it costs to do the shipping. So I look weird because I have this camera up here and I'm looking up because I'm reading this, but the camera's here. How can I fix this? Can I drop this lower? No, it's not Swarovski. Oh gosh, it's not Swarovski. Is that better? No. Whoops. Well, maybe if I fix the camera, it would be better. Oh no, not that. Not the boobs. I didn't even really get the ready. Is that better? So I can look down. Yeah, but even the buyer, I mean, the shipping would have cost more than the item. I mean, some of these things, like if you, let's say, it was a solid glass elephant, that that weighs a lot, and that would cost a lot to ship, I think. I'm Oops, I'm sorry again. This is really an unruly live. I'm trying to get this to look whatever. Mike says I look fine. I look fine. I've been doing a lot of thinking back, Moonchild. And it's amazing what you don't see or realize or think, whatever it is, when you're in it. Because now that I look back, sorry, I'm just trying to position this better. Now that I am not in it anymore and I'm looking back at things, it's a little clearer to me when my mother started having symptoms, and I just figured it was getting old. I mean, before I got up here, I went down the hallway to do something, and I can't remember what the hell I did. No, it's not Murano. I'm gonna have to look it up because it's gonna drive me crazy. You'll know exactly what it is when I say it. I have to look it up now because, well, Moonchild. Sandy and I went to visit, and there's one man and three women that sit around, I guess, and probably trash talk their kids. But my mother was laughing and talking to the other people sitting there, and she had a smile on her face, whatever. As soon as she saw Sandy and I walking down the hallway, it was like a switch flipped, and she got, I mean, she was happy to see us, but she started in with these weird, like, just weird, like suicidal thoughts, and it was very, very peculiar. She is much better with other people, Moonchild. She's much better with other people. And so they take good care of her there. And they do her laundry, thank God. That was such a pain in the neck. But yeah. Tell me about Arizona. I thought about that too. How much sleep I lost and how tired I was, and I probably did it for too long. It, it's kind of, it's a very strange comparison, but it's kind of along the lines of, if you have an old dog and the dog has some chronic illness, it's never going to get better. And you have to make the decision about when you're going to put them down. And usually after you do it, you say, I should have done it earlier. I I didn't for selfish reasons. And I think most people do that um, because they want them as long as they possibly can have them. This camera that I'm using sucks. Where's my other one? It really does. Sucks bad. Let me see. This is the other one that's better. Sucks. Where does that go to? Okay. I'm listening for the dogs are outside. Uh-oh. I'm here. Let me just hook this back up. Okay, let's see. Camera was unplugged. Okay. Okay. I think it's supposed to go right on. Yes? No. Is that one? But it's just weird. I didn't have time to really prepare because of my stupid bathroom sink. Yeah. Well, it's I know I'm not the only one that has gone through this, but I never expected this to be such a profound thing. But when I go to visit her, okay, it's fine. But then the next day or a couple days later, I call her, or I actually have one of those echo shows in her room, and I can do drop-ins from my phone, and I can do FaceTiming, but she doesn't see it as talking to me in real time. Um, she can't figure out why I'm on the screen. Is it a television? And so and she'll just say, well, come and see me. So, Mom, I saw you 2 days ago. No, you didn't. So she doesn't remember. And she didn't remember my name. She kind of knew who I was. But yeah, they have people there that are awake all through the night. So now I can sleep. So this camera's better. Yeah. Mhm. No, she can't figure out it, especially because the Echo Show looks like a little TV, and she keeps asking the recreation person, "Is she on TV? Is she on TV?" So uh yeah, I had good intentions for it, but I'm not sure it is working out as I wanted it to. So I am ready for the summer. No, my pool is not open yet. Well, actually, it is open because the cover got blown off in one of those really bad windstorms that we had a couple months ago. And I have to pull it out and clean it up, shock it. I had salt delivered, so I have all the stuff to get it going. It doesn't take long. Well, yeah, said, oh yeah. Oh, well, she at least called you. Mhm. He's sitting in the living room. That is cute. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. So, yeah, so I'm much better than I was. I'm the winter was bad. It was just the whole billing issue was really getting me down because I could not get nobody knew anything. Like how do you not know? Uh and also in the winter I have seasonal affective disorder, so that's just wonderful. But I'm looking forward to summer and doing the summer stuff. And it is funny that she she just she doesn't get it, and I'm speaking to her. Also, she's missing a hearing aid, so that may be part of it also. Um, but I just got a call. They made an appointment for her for the ENT, and so this place is much better than the place over here. Because when I told them she's missing the hearing aid, they made the appointment right away to get the hearing test and I guess the hearing aids or whatever. Yeah, it does help, Margot. So it was funny. It's funny though with her and her three friends and the one man that's in the little hallway club there. And it was funny because Sandy said, she goes, boy, I'd like to be a fly on the wall and hear what they talk about. Yeah. It turned out to be a blessing in disguise, Mike. So that's good. Oh yeah, Moonchild. My brother lived in Colorado, and when he retired, he hightailed it. He couldn't take the snow anymore. He just couldn't take it. I mean, I love Colorado. I don't know. I still love the snow. It's just that everybody seems to be going to number one, cheaper places and warmer places. So, we'll see what happens. It's just that everything, I really don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years, because I think we're in for a rude awakening, an economic crisis, and everything, the real estate market, everything's going to be affected. So I'll probably stay here for a while anyway. It's funny how, real estate went from super, super way over what market value would have been, and how now we're, going to default because we can't pay our debt. I know, Moonchild. Florida is not cheap anymore. And when my parents used to go, it was cheaper, I guess. I mean, I was a kid, I don't know. But it's not now. The the housing. I mean, it's the same prices as up here, pretty much. If you go inland in Florida, if you from either side, if you just go in, it gets cheaper and cheaper, but then you're living in a swamp. So, and then you have up further north, like Ocala and Orlando, and why live in Florida if you're going to be landlocked? The whole thing about living in Florida is living by the sea, right? I don't know. Yeah, it is. The housing market is crazy. Feline, if you knew how much people are renting basement apartments for, I see these things on Facebook, I guess Marketplace. People try to post stuff to rent, and I can't believe what people are renting basement apartments for. $2,400, $2,800 basement apartments. Yep. So my chat will stop, and then it'll kind of scroll with a bunch of comments at once. So, oh, I know. Well, because everybody went there, Moonchild. When Florida started to get populated, people didn't want to go there anymore, so they started going to North Carolina. I don't know if South Carolina wasn't as popular for snowbirds, and I don't know why. Does anybody know why? Oh, I know. Just me. I was looking in New Smyrna Beach just to see what they had there. It's not cheap over there by any stretch. By any stretch. So the world has gone crazy, just me, in more ways than one. In more ways than one. I don't know. I really don't know what is going to happen in the next few years, because, well, the bottom's going to drop out of healthcare, and I don't know what they're going to do about that. Apparently, hospitals are getting rid of nurses and they're replacing them with techs, medication techs, vital sign technicians. Yeah. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know the landscape. Yep. If you live near the water, it's way expensive. And well, in South Carolina, I have friends that live in Kiowa. Is it called Kiowa Island in South Carolina? I think so. There, it's wet. It's even off the mainland, I think, but it's supposed to be really nice there. But I mean, it's so humid in the summer. But I'll tell you, it's humid up here in the summer. So, once you get to a certain temperature, and once it's 90 degrees, I don't think that there's a big difference between 90 and 95. So, I don't know. Well, with climate change too, God only knows what's going to be. I'm trying to remember what is current events to talk about, and I can't think of anything. I can't think of a thing. I haven't watched anything interesting, because I've been trying to read self-help things to clean your parents' house and, um, other how to fix a bathroom drain. So it's hard when the chat freezes and I can't see anybody saying anything. Well, okay, this is a mess. Moonchild? I don't think so. But I wouldn't know. It's not like they would tell me or anything. It would just be if they brought her anything or left anything, and I didn't see anything last time. So who knows? Let me go to the other. It's not reading this camera for some reason. Why? Why is that happening? Somebody's dog is barking. Hang on. I'm propped up on pillows. Yeah. I need to be better prepared next time for sure. There. There's the other camera. Finally. Finally. Okay. That's the camera. I have the ring light there, so yours are the same. Feline, I don't even, I got rid of cable, but in the morning, I used to watch Good Morning America. I don't watch any of that anymore because it's the news is scary. Okay. I'll wait for you, just me. Um, yeah, so I was I was reading the comments. Even when I get on my phone or when I get on my laptop, on your feeds, you see the stuff that you don't even want to see. Yeah, it is scary. And it makes you wonder, like, what's going to happen? How crazy is this going to get before, I don't know, is the horse too far out of the barn? I know, Alice. I think there's been a shooting every day this week, hasn't there? I know. You know what, Alice? It's shocking how much sex trafficking is out there. Hi, Dee Dee. Thank you. Well, I think Alice, didn't I tell you about the Victoria's Secret thing and the connection with the owner of Victoria's Secret to Jeffrey Epstein? I told you, didn't I? I thought I did. I thought I texted that to you. And I watched the Victoria's Secret, I guess it was a documentary on, I guess, Netflix or Hulu or Those are the only 2 I have. I have Peacock, but I got it for 99 cents a month. That's just I got it because I wanted to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. But, it's yeah, Wexler. Oh my god, 7 shoes for Saturday and Sunday. Um, he was like Jeffrey Epstein's main man, and they were sex trafficking 'cause, all the young girls wanna be Victoria's Secret models, so that's how they would get these young girls, and yeah, it was the perfect cover up, and they got away with it for a very long time. That's what and I'll never give a penny to Victoria's Secret ever again. Never. Not after that. Mhm. I don't miss it either, Margot. Not even a little bit. I don't miss it. There was absolutely nothing on cable TV that I watched or anything. The only reason cable TV was on because my mother used to watch the local news and you could only get it on cable. You couldn't get it on any other way. And that's all. She watched one channel and it was it was insanely expensive every month. And I couldn't justify the cost for I literally never watched the TV. Um, I watched something last month, I think. I was just um, showing a friend of mine actually a YouTube video, and instead of just showing it like on my phone or whatever, I put it on the TV, and that's it. Anything that I really watch, I watch on my iPad or my phone or my laptop. I really don't in my bedroom, I have a TV on the wall and I can watch the stuff on it, but I can't see it so great because my distance vision is not great. So if I put my glasses, it's just not enjoyable for me to watch TV in bed with glasses. I don't know why. Um, maybe I'll try it again. I don't know, but oh, I know. And Moonchild, it's just incredible when things come out like that. Um, I've seen recently, actually, several videos of different child stars who spoke about their experience in Hollywood when they were child stars, and they got away with this stuff. That's just they got away with it. They were not questioned, um, and it is kind of crazy to think that there's that much sex trafficking going on, really. And in this area, 2 men have been um, identified, I guess, because they've been either somebody took a picture of them with the phone or took a video of them stalking girls in, I think TJ Maxx was one place, Target was another place. So they're watching these 2 guys. I mean, that's really mhm. I know Moonchild. There's a whole thing about that and that case, and it's really everyone's supposed to have their opportunity for justice in the court system, and when they're so corrupt and they can be bought off, where's the justice? Mhm. 17, 6 foot, yeah. Oh, yeah. Arizona, parents, you're supposed school is a place that a parent should feel comfortable sending their kid, right? That they're safe there, um, it's really it's pretty scary. Every time I go vacation, that thought just goes right over my mind, like, what would happen if? What would happen if? Yeah. They're scratching to come in. Well, they'll scratch to come in, and then stupid Piper will be whining to go back outside. She is, she's something else. A good cop, had to move towards the late 90s. Yeah. Oh, I know, Margot. When I was 6 years old, I wouldn't have known how to use a gun, or how do they even know this stuff? It's interesting because one of the videos that I watched, was about guns, gun control, and Hollywood, and did the video. But they said, isn't it a coincidence that the same people screaming about gun control are the same people that are the biggest exploiters of guns and violence in the world? And they're right. Hollywood. You have the vast majority of Hollywood, um, screaming about gun control, but if they were really concerned, they wouldn't put the material out there that they're putting out there, right? So, Moonchild, I've heard a lot of people say that, um, but I watched the sentencing, the verdict and the sentencing of some trial recently of a kid, a minor, I should say, who killed somebody with a gun, and he it was like he didn't even understand what he was being charged with. It was the weirdest thing that he didn't get it. He just didn't get it. And I also watched a video of a young girl who, was drunk driving and got into an accident, and she killed 2 people in the accident. The entitlement, arrogance, and just all around, like, I don't care attitude. The the well, she was under arrest. I think she blew a 0.24. I mean, it was pretty high. And so he was in the emergency, going on about going on vacation, and he said she said, "Well, I just wanna know if I can go back to school tomorrow." He said, "You killed 2 people." She said, "No, I didn't." It's mind-boggling to watch this video, like, are you serious right now? So I don't know if they don't get the permanence of it. I don't know. I mean, I really don't even know what to think. Hmm. Arizona, you're absolutely right. I had a discussion with a friend of mine who has kids in the same high school that I graduated from, and there were very few people that everybody didn't know of each other. As a senior, maybe you didn't know all the freshmen or whatever, but in your own class and usually in the class above you and below you, you knew the vast majority of everybody. And she said it's not like that anymore. You you don't know other kids in the hallway. It wasn't like that before. We all knew each other. Which one, Alice? The girl, the DUI girl? Mhm. Yep. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've seen a video game or played a video game, but I guess it's still pretty popular because that's what kids have asked for Christmas, and so I guess they're still playing those shoot 'em up games. Alice, was that video ridiculous? I wanted to climb through and punch her in the face. Choose violence in that situation because she was just ridiculous. I just let me let the dogs in. They're scratching, scratching, scratching like crazy, so I'll let them in. Shut it down. Piper, please don't wreck the whole thing. Okay. Okay. Get my pillow desk back. Don't you do that, Piper. Bring that over here. Can you give me that, please? Piper? Oh, she's messing around with the other pillow. Moonchild, there was a video on, I think it's on YouTube, right, Alice? Uh, I don't know what the name of the video is, and I don't even know what the channel is. Can I have that, please? Come here. Give that to me, please. Come on, give it to me. Piper, I don't know. Give me that. Oh my God, she's a nightmare. You're a nightmare. You're a nightmare. Okay. Sorry, you guys. This is like a disaster tonight. Moonchild, she's talking. There was a video. It's a young girl. I think she's 24. Hi, Jeannie babies. What's up? Piper, behave. And I don't remember what the channel was that posted it, but maybe if you look for, trying to think what the name was, drunk driver doesn't know she killed two people or something. Isn't that what it was, Alice? And try to try to search for that. And I mean, it's I'd say a good 20 minutes, if not more than that, maybe a half hour. Um, but yeah, Alice, she was way drunk. I think it was a .24 she blew. So I have to look up the name of that glass thing because I can't. Glass animals. There's a band called Glass Animals, and that's everything that's coming up. Glass Animals brand. And there's things called Glass Animals. Oh gosh. Popular? Popular. Because it was really popular at one point in time. Yeah, it's just Moonchild. When you see her, Piper. She dragged the other pillow I had for the laptop, and she's roughing it up over there. She's something else. I can see those glass things in my mind, and I can't, for the life of me, think of the freaking name of them. Shit. Piper, behave. Exactly. That's she is everything the other two aren't. But I have a feeling it's because she is really, really smart, and she gets bored very easily, and she wants attention all the time. No, it's not Waterford. It's I mean, I actually think I have a couple pieces over there of my own. She's trying to pull the pillow out from Look at this idiot. Look. Oh, there she goes. Bye. She don't want to be on camera. She said, I'm very shy. Not on the camera. She killed 2 people, Dee Dee. She probably didn't have a prior record. Alice, did she take a plea, or was it a trial? Well, it's not murder, Dee Dee. I think it was aggravated manslaughter or aggravated vehicular homicide. She does too, Moonchild, to the point where she'll push the phone out of my hands. It's not baccarat. It's not crystal. It's glass. And it was very, very popular at one time in the past. They're little figurines or big figurines. They're little and big. Oh, manslaughter. So Piper tears tags off everything. She loves cardboard and papers. Yeah, those are her favorite things. She likes soft things, but she doesn't. She'll rip the insides out of her toys. But as far as like the pillow, she pulled the tag off and she's done. She won't mess with the pillow anymore. So, and I have figured out Holly is a leader, Piper is a leader, Zoya is a follower. And unfortunately, she doesn't follow. Will you stop? She doesn't follow Holly. She likes to follow the troublemaker. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. She just that little jiggle right there, that was her. She slipped that torpedo under the pillow, but she has exhibited reasoning behavior recently, which is no, not depression glass. Hi, Nehemiah. Not depression. I cannot. I cannot think of who it was. Somebody said Murano, and I have Murano stuck in my head now. No, it's not that. I'm going to have to. No, it's not Carnival Glass. Hi, D. Surgis. Nope, not that either. Oh my God. I'm talking like 20 years ago. And you don't even see them anymore. And they used to be in Fortunoff and nope. Nope, not Milk Glass. Nope. This is crazy. It's going to drive me berserk. Glass. Animals popular in everything other than what I'm looking for comes up. I'll look for it and I'll put it on the bottom of the video when I find it. It's I can't think of it, but yeah, all those collectors things. People don't collect things anymore. They don't want collections of things. They just want things that they can, when they get sick of them, they can throw them away and do something else. Like house decorations and knickknacks and things. People turn their, well, Piper, honestly, people decorate their houses different for different seasons and different holidays. Piper, please. I cannot. And back in, decades ago, usually when holidays came around and the decorations were generally pretty much the same from year to year. But now I know people that put a bag over the entire tree, throw the whole tree out, and start new the following year because they don't feel like taking all the ornaments off. Will you stop? Oh, she's being bad tonight. No, it's not Baccarat. Oh, God. It's going to drive me berserk because I can see this stuff. Oh, my God. Piper, really? She has her Santa Claus. I mean, she's going to continue to try to get attention because, God forbid, I don't give her all the attention that Zoya's playing with her, so it'll be good. Right, feline. It just clutters things up. I mean, and there were things that were in the house. They're on the walls, and I knew exactly where they came from when they were purchased, and quite a lot of the stuff came from Florida. It's just weird when you take things down, but in the self-help thing that I read, it said to take a picture of it. So then you always have the memory, but get rid of the clutter. And I think that's a great idea. You hear this? There's a fight over Santa Claus. They're fighting over a stuffed Santa Claus. I know a lot of people that collected Hummels. Nope, not Baxter either. I mean, I don't think it was Murano. I know Murano, but I don't think that it wasn't Murano. It was when I tell you the name of it, you're gonna know immediately what it is. It was very, very popular. I don't know. What about if I instead of looking for glass animals, I search for it differently? Glass? Figurines. Figurines. Oh, it's so funny because these figurines are coming up out of those new I guess their Chinese website, Temu, and what's the other one? Sheen, whatever that was. I just looked up glass figurines, hoping that it would come up. It's not Swarovski, is it? I have to look for it. Yeah, I have to look for it. I have to do a search. So I guess nobody or everybody's out for Cinco de Mayo. I'm sure the Mexican restaurants are my lens protector. Yeah, the Mexican restaurants, I'm sure they're having fun there tonight. Lenses protectors. What do you mean, am I? I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, not Boyd. I'm gonna be embarrassed if it's one of the ones that we already named that I just since now I just can't remember it. Nothing sounds right. But I will find it. I wonder what he ever did with all those friggin' things. Because when I tell you he had a lot, a whole wall of them. Like, what the hell did you fucking buy all these things for? Feline, I'm sure it was very popular. And you know what? Could it have been one of the things that was already mentioned? Like for some reason, I'm thinking Swarovski now, but I don't know if that was it. Oh, there are some really beautiful ones. I can't be looking at glass stuff. Like, what am I? Am I crazy? Oh, that thing? Those? Yeah, I got these on. Oh my goodness, two diamonds fell out. Dear goodness. You can get them on Amazon or whatever. You just, I don't know, just look for the camera. I don't even know what you call them, but like with cell phone accessories, you find them. But yes, I don't think it's blunt. You know what, Dee Dee? Now I'm so confused, and I'm starting to freak myself out, and like having delusions of what it really is. So I have to stop thinking about it, and maybe it will come to me because now I'm starting to doubt myself what it really is because I'm thinking about it too much. So I need to stop thinking about it. You'll make tacos? Yeah. I like tacos. Tacos are good. Yeah, I have to put away a lot of things. Clean the bathroom is like it's a it's a disaster. The kitchen is a fair disaster too. But now that Stuart Little is gone, can get back to. I'm very surprised that Stuart Little had the hubris with 3 dogs. I don't understand it. So then Sandy says to me, "Well, you should get a cat." What? I have 3 dogs. Get a cat? No, that won't happen. Not yet. But yeah, I forget that I haven't spoken to you guys for so long, but the winter here was so friggin' warm. We got snow, I think, in December or like early on in the season, and then it was really, really mild. And what is this? May. In March, I was sitting in my chair and I saw something moving on the carpet. So I took a tissue to bend down to pick it up, and it was a tick. So I'm thinking, all right, who brought the tick in? Me or one of the 3? So I got rid of that tick. And then a couple weeks later, Piper was walking toward me and I could see in her ear, and there was another tick, and they were the Lone Star ticks. And it didn't attach itself. It was just walking. So I plucked it out. But they're predicting the worst summer for ticks in history this year. They say even the beaches, you're going to have to be really, really careful. So, yeah, that sucks. But I just make sure that they don't have anything on them when they come inside. They take their heartworm medication, and I treat the yard because I don't want to give them the insecticides, the systemic insecticides. Yeah, it was a very strange winter, that's for sure. All that snow that they got in Lake Tahoe. Never before have I seen Lake Tahoe like that. Never. So yeah, I'm hoping. Well, back in March, my lilies had just started coming out of the ground, and there really wasn't. I think maybe the daffodils had started, but they were a couple inches out of the ground, and I found 2 lily beetles on 2 different plants all the way back in March. So I took care of that, and they're all coming up. There's no lily beetles, so that's a good thing. But I don't know. I just saw this. I really don't know what the heck this thing is. I don't know if I burnt myself with my curling iron. It itches really bad. I don't really know what the heck this is. I have all these marks all over that, bruises, scratches, and all kinds of weird things. So yeah, summer it'll be welcome, that's for sure, because the winter was it was weird. And it's even weirder when you already have seasonal depression, and you like, it's too warm to be winter, but the weather is still shitty. So if it's going to be 40, it may as well be 20 and snowing. That's the same comparison, where if it's 90, then not that much of a difference between 90 and 100. So are you guys frozen, or are you just not talking? I know I'm very boring tonight. I wasn't prepared. and this is the first one I've done in a long time. So it's weird because you forget what you normally use, and like the cameras, I totally forgot that I had the live stream cameras. You really do forget. But I miss talking with everybody. Yeah. It's just like my whole everything has been wrapped up in my mother, or something going wrong somewhere, either the drain or well, nothing else really went bad, but the Stuart Little visit was oh boy. Got him though. We got him. Yeah, that's it. It's like I feel like somebody broke in. Isn't that funny? Like I feel like somebody like violated me. The Stuart Little violated me. He came in here uninvited, and it, that's not right. Like go back outside. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. And he's the only one. Maybe it's a wayward mouse got kicked out of his family. I don't know. Maybe it was a bachelor. Who knows? Don't know. But thank God for Friends. That's all I have to say, because when I saw that trap with the old fat Stuart Little sticking out of it, I had to call a friend to remove it, because I do not know what it is with mice and rats. I mean, rats are dangerous. I mean, mice aren't, though, especially field mice, which is what and gets in the house. I'm not afraid of them. It's weird. I'm not afraid of them. Like, I don't think they're gonna. I don't know, because then I have these visions of like opening up a door and having all these mice come at me, like a mouse nightmare. But I think it's just startling, because I mean, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. But yeah, I just can't. I can't deal with the mice. I just can't. There were mice in the attic a few years ago, and it took. Well, first of all, I don't know what they were doing. They were scratching, and it sounded like there was a gorilla in the attic. There were two, and I got them, but I didn't want to go back up there to check those traps. If I didn't see them, I'm okay. Oh, I know, because friends are a funny thing, because they will tell you things that will make you cry. They will. And she said, usually you don't have just one. And I started to cry. But Sandy hates mice. Maybe not quite as much as me, but I literally get like electric shocks that go up and down my spine. It's completely irrational. But then, oh, I know. Is it? I don't know what it is, Dee Dee. Is it? But they're portrayed as like cute, right? like when the little cartoons with the little door in the bottom of the wall and the little mice come out and Stuart Little, but they just freak me out. I don't know why. I mean, they do carry hantavirus, so you have to be really careful when you dispose of them. But I'm not a huge bug lover, but I'll take care of that. I'll deal with that. I'm short circuiting. Do you mean my I am short circuiting and I'm going crazy, or my Wi-Fi short circuiting? Oh yeah, you have snakes that take care of them. Well, it's funny because we did talk about a snake. Who the hell did she say she knows that has a snake? And I said, take that. She said, no, they feed live mice to snakes. Is that true? Because I don't really do snakes either, although I do find them fascinating. The first time I ever touched a snake, for some reason, oh, my spine zapping you, that is the weirdest feeling. It just, I can't just, I don't know. It's like I get these electric shocks that go up and down my back, and I feel like I'm going to fall down. I feel like I'm going to fall down from a friggin' mice that's this big. Rattlesnakes. Oh, I know Arizona. There are a, a ton of rescues around here that if you went in and said, well, I think all they want is like $20 for an adoption fee. I don't have $20 with me. They'd be like, that's all right. Just take the cats, because they have so many. They're just so many. And it's funny because I have 4, 5 out of 7 nights a week, I'd say. One is tuxedo. There's an orange striped one that is younger, and there's an orange striped one that is either old and fat or pregnant, and then there is a gray one. And because I go back and I look at the camera footage, and they come around a lot. So but I guess they're not. But even if they were in the house, I doubt that they would have taken care of the mouse, because they couldn't. They're not going to go in a cabinet to get something, I don't think. So, but apparently cats will also go after crickets, and they'll play with the crickets before they end their life. So, as far as cats, well, Piper plays really rough, and with the cat, well, cats are quick, and a cat would punch her in the face, I think, if the cat didn't want to get messed with. I say, oh, Piper would injure the cat, but no, because when we go to the vet, there is an office cat there, and she's fine with her. So I guess it's just, she brought Holly's boyfriend Rocco over, but then she also brought her daughter's puppy, a 6-month-old cane corso named Stella, and the 5 of them played in the backyard. It was so great. They all played. It was the first time Stella had met any other dog besides Rocco. And, these three, they like other dogs, they play nice, and they're good with people. So they other dogs like to play with them, and it was just Stella's bigger than all four of the other dogs. She's going to be huge. Her feet are tremendous. She's adorable though. She's a like a gray brindleish color. Yeah, or bluish. Yeah. She's really cute though. Yeah, she's big. Many years ago, Arizona, I was planting tulips in the back, and it was the fall. So, I have the bags of tulips and a spade, and I was just walking up the in the backyard, and kind of not paying attention. I'm just planting the tulips, no big deal. And all of a sudden in the grass, I saw, and I knew it scared the shit out of me. And the tulip bulbs went flying, the spade went flying, and I was like, ah! They are so quick. And the thing went right up into a bush. You can't even see them. They go look for it. And unless if I didn't know it was in there, I never would have seen it. And then I start thinking like, oh, so maybe there are garter snakes hanging out in all the bushes and I really don't know about it. So yeah, it just snakes. I always thought snakes were slimy. So when I touched a snake for the first time, I was shocked at how it felt. Um, because you always hear about, snakeskin pants and snakes, and that's exactly what it felt like. I'd never, for some reason, I always expected it to feel slimy, and it was so smooth. So, I mean, I still wouldn't have one, or I don't desire to, you know, be in the company of one. But apparently in Florida, they say that there is a big problem with, is it pythons? Is it Burmese pythons that started, I guess, years ago with people that had them illegally as pets and they let them go in the Everglades. Um, you can't watch a snake eat. Ugh. Yeah, Moonchild, and they go into the swamps, and now there are thousands of them apparently in the Everglades and in South Florida. Um, there are videos. There's one guy in particular that does it for the Florida Fish and Game, is it? He goes out every night and just hooks these pythons out of the Everglades, and as soon as he step off into the swamp, they're everywhere. I mean, he can spot them. It's hard to spot them if you don't know what to look for, but he knows exactly what to look for, and they're everywhere. I mean, it's like, holy shit. Oh, is that right? They have volunteers? Oh, I know, Alice. They grow huge. I guess that, if you let something grow in an environment where they can just grow freely, um, I don't think they would grow that big if they were in captivity. I, I'm assuming that extinguish them. It's not like you can take a Burmese python and go release it someplace. So, right, that's what they said, Moonchild, is that it started with like, you know, just a couple, and they've grown to be thousands of those Burmese pythons. That could really mess up the ecosystem in Florida. They're in, I think it's the Mississippi River. There are these fish, I think they're called carp, and they jump. When they hear a boat motor, they'll jump out of the water. Well, they're invasive. They're to this country, and they got introduced somehow through some cargo ship or whatever, and they keep moving further up Mississippi River, and they say it's going to really destroy the ecosystem if they infiltrate. They have these netting and things to prevent them from going further, but somehow they get through the netting, or the netting gets a hole in it or something. The carp or the snakes, Alice, wearing them on their feet. Could be Arizona. Well, it's you can take the skin off a snake, can't you? I mean, it's not illegal. I don't think that's an illegal thing. You can't take ivory from an elephant, but I think you can take skin from a snake, right? Oh, I know. That's what Arizona, when you first see the video, it's like, oh my God. But then you realize, like, ugh, they're gross. Oh, the snakes are cross mating? With what? We're going to see like some weird reptile form cross mating. All day long. Another thing, I think they said the iguanas in Florida are becoming a problem because people are getting them as pets, they're letting them go, and they're getting huge. When they had all those floods down there were all kinds of things running around in those waters. Pythons with other pythons. Jeez. Well, when you watch the videos, I mean, it is kind of crazy that as soon as he steps off the road into the Everglades, all over the place. It's unbelievable, really. It's really unbelievable. But it's like they're jumping all over the place, Arizona. I mean, you can't help but laugh because it is funny. They're, hitting people in the head, but people, they want to go there and get hit in the head with a flying carp. Oh, Linda, thanks. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I saw with the big iguanas. I can't remember what the hell it was, but they're huge. People letting them go because they don't want them anymore, and they're like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs roaming the earth. Oh, Moonchild, in Florida, what they had that used to scare the piss out of me were those salamanders, because they're not dangerous or anything, but I'd open my closet door. It's like, bing, there's one. He runs out. Like, why are you in there? Go outside. You don't belong in here. I don't know why they come in. There's nothing in there. Now, why did I know that people ate rattlesnake? Why do I know that? Of course, the skins for belts. What the snakes are, Alice? Alligators. Yeah, everybody wants an alligator. But I think with all those floods, people had alligators in their pools. Yeah, that was, I guess you haven't lived until you've had alligators in your pool. Well, that's true, feline, and people all over the world eat some adventurous stuff and they love it. They're still alive. Like, in Asian countries, bugs are huge. Street fairs, and crickets, and those Madagascar, not Madagascar, they're not Madagascar roaches, I don't think. But they like fry the and people love them. It's like potato chips. No thanks. I'll stick with potato chips. Okay, Alice. Oh, you have fried rattlesnake there? I've heard of alligator bits or pieces or whatever. I don't, is it really alligator though? I don't know if it is. Who sold a baby? A baby? A human baby? Who's selling babies? Well, it's almost 9. There aren't many of us left. So I guess I'll end it. And I'm going to try to do more frequent lives because this was kind of a shit show tonight. So I probably should have canceled tonight because I still have to go back in and futz around with the drain pipe. So oh, okay. Alligators. Baby alligators, not oh, good. I'm glad they weren't selling babies and it was just baby. There was, you know, for some reason, Arizona, I vaguely remember that. I don't know why, but I vaguely remember that. Just me. Welcome back. And there was a place, I think in Miami. It was an alligator, I think, park or something. My parents and my brothers went there when my brothers were small. I wasn't born yet, but there are pictures. Um, yeah, but I guess now there are alligators on the golf course and they're everywhere. But I mean, baby alligators, they're very cute, but the problem is they become adult alligators. Yeah. And with the alligator, you have to be just as cautious with their tail as you do their mouth. Yeah, they do grow. Of course they grow. I think and I think they grow if you were to keep one in captivity, I've heard that animals kept in captivity will grow as large as the enclosure will allow them to. So if you have one as a pet and you just let it go, it'll get huge in the wild. So that's what I've heard anyway. And I mean, it seems to be true with the iguana because people that have iguanas, they don't get that big. And the things in Florida, they're like dinosaurs. They're so big. I don't know what people were. Arizona, I often wonder that to myself when I look back at pictures of myself from when I was a kid. What were they thinking about then? Everything, my hair, my clothing, I was not a stylish kid at all. But it's funny, Arizona, because back then they probably thought in 1920 what, and we look back and say the same thing. um it was a novelty, I guess. You have to think that people really, remember going to Florida in the 70s, and of course it was very different. It was nowhere near as developed as it is now. um and that's the Florida that I remember and that I will always hold dear to my heart. The Florida before these huge hotels came in, and they just used to have the motels on the beach. And my parents, when we used to drive down when I was a kid, and they didn't have any reservations. It was like wherever you ended up, you just looked for a motel and that's where you flopped. um mhm. Yep. Oh yeah, baby oil feline for sure. Yeah. And ev- every and there were, you could just go on the beaches. There were no beach rights or private beaches. And I just, I think back and I was so lucky to be able to experience that. I'll always look back and remember that. They do come in your yards. Are they big, Dee Dee? Are they big alligators or not so big? I mean, I guess I know people eat them. I've seen videos of this. He started off on YouTube and he's gotten huge. A hunter guy, and he's a big fisherman and a hunter. He leads guided hunting trips to hunt alligators, I guess. And they go out in a flats boat and they go at night, and they get some sizable alligators. But he processes the alligators, any kind of animal that he hunts or whatever fish, he processes them himself. And he shows, he'll have videos, he'll have a warning on that's, if you're squeamish, don't watch this video. And he has videos on how he processes the alligator and removes the skin. And I think he sells the skin to whoever's going to make whatever out of it. And he freezes the meat and he makes all kinds of alligator things. I mean, when you think about, I can't imagine that it's very tender. um because isn't it all muscle, really? And muscle is not super tender. But oh God, Arizona. I Speaking with another nurse who, she has is she 10 or 11-year-old daughter, and, she's been around the block herself, and we just talk about, like, the stupid shit that we did when we were young. Oh my god. And just different everything is now, where things are much safer than when we were kids. Oh my gosh. But I guess as time goes on and you learn things, yeah, God. If I saw an alligator in my backyard, I'd freak out. There was years ago, a long time ago, there was there was a goose in the backyard. It was a disabled goose. The neighbor across the street, she had seen it in the morning on her front yard. And I'm thinking, like, and you didn't think that was weird that there was just a goose hanging out on your front yard? So somehow the thing ended up in the backyard here. And it was when I had, God, this was a long time ago, because I had Barney. That was a long time ago. And I opened the back door and my dog went running out. And I saw that the goose's wing was injured. Probably got shot, and he got clipped on the wing. So yeah, that was funny, because I was trying to get the goose to have the wildlife sanctuary come get the goose to try to help the goose out. And then the stupid thing, like, disappeared. I was on the phone and she said, "Well, where's the goose now?" And I turned around and I'm like, "I don't know." It's gone. So I don't know if it flew. I don't know what the hell happened to the goose. It just disappeared. So it either ran away, flew away, but yeah, I don't know how he got in the backyard, just hanging out. So um is that Brian Landry's father, brother, Dee Dee? No, because they were in Florida, right? Landry's? Yeah, Florida. Okay, folks, 9 o'clock. Time to go back in the bathroom and make sure this drain is working, and go downstairs to make sure it's not leaking down to the basement. So, thank you all for being here tonight. I apologize for being ill prepared, but like I'm going to try to do these more often. And now that the garden things are coming in and everything, I'll make videos of those, because that's fun. And I keep going out every day. It's amazing how much the lilies grow from day to day. Honest to God, I go out and every day there is a obvious difference than the day before. So that's neat. So it's nice to see all you guys too. We'll do this again soon, and it'll be better because I'll be prepared for it. Um, have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.